Hi to all. Today we discuss about the correlation. Okay. So what is a correlation? Correlation is a analysis. Correlation is a analysis of the study of relationship between two or more variables. Study of relation between two or more variables. It's called a correlation. Study of relationship between two or more variables, it's called correlation. Here the correlation between two variables, the correlation between two variables. So whether we measured about the correlation is called correlation coefficient. Okay, whether we measured the correlation, it's called correlation coefficient. Okay, so it's a two types. One is the positive correlation, another one is the negative correlation. Okay, so what is a positive correlation? Okay, positive correlation means the variables are moved in the same direction, it's called positive correlation. Okay, the variables are moved in same direction, it's called positive correlation. So negative correlation means, so the variables are move in opposite direction, it's called negative correlation. So two variables are move in the same direction, it's called positive correlation, and move in the opposite direction, it's called negative correlation. So here we check the examples for the positive correlation. Okay, so weight of a man and weight and also height of man. Okay, so we have to take weight of the man and also height. These are two variables. Weight is the one variable, height is the another variable. Okay, so this weight of the man depends upon the height. Okay, so this weight of the man is depends upon the height. For example, height will be increases immediately, weight also increases. Okay, height will be increases, weight also increases. So means these two are completely in the same direction. For example, a is the one variable, b is the another variable. So a is increases automatically, b also increases. Either a is decreases automatically, b also decreases. Okay, that means these two variables are moved in the same direction, it's called positive correlation. Okay, so next one, negative correlation. So here these two variables are moved in the opposite direction. So here we have to take example time and another one speed of the vehicle. Okay, so here this traveling time is completely depends on the speed. Okay, so that means the speed will be high, the traveling time is decreases. When the speed is low, the traveling time will be increases. Okay, that means a bike traveling with 60 kilometers per hour, so this speed is able to reach the destination within 1 hour of time. Okay, so when the bike will be traveling with the speed of 40 kilometers per hour, so it will take to reach the destination 1 hour 30 minutes. Means once the bike speed will be high, that means the speed will be high, the traveling time is decreasing. So once the speed is low, the traveling time will be increasing. That means this time and the speed, these two are completely in the opposite direction. So here negative correlation means these two variables are moved in the opposite direction. Example, time and speed. Okay, so this negative correlation is also called as inverse correlation. Inverse correlation. Okay, so next, here we have to calculate this correlation through a method which is called Pearson's coefficient of correlation. Okay, so it is the method to calculate the or measure the correlation. Okay, so this is proposed by Carl Pearson. It was proposed by the Carl Pearson. Okay, so here it is denoted as sigma. Okay, it is denoted as sigma. So this is the formula to calculate the Pearson's coefficient of correlation. Sigma equals to sum of dx into dy by sum of dx square into dy square under root. Okay, so this is the formula. So where dx means it is the x minus x bar, deviation from x bar, and it is the deviation of y bar, and sum of dx dy means multiply the deviation of x y, and sum of dx square means sum of square of x, and dy square means sum of square of y. Okay, so here the value Pearson's coefficient of correlation is always lies between +1 and -1. Means the value of Pearson's coefficient of correlation lies between the +1 and -1. So whether sigma +1 means it is the perfect positive correlation between the two different variables. Whether sigma is -1 means it is the perfect negative correlation between the two different variables. Whether sigma is 0, there is no relation between the two different variables. Okay, so the value of Pearson's coefficient lies between the +1 and -1. Whether sigma +1 means it is the positive correlation, and whether sigma is -1 means it is the negative correlation. Whether sigma is 0, there is no relation between the two different variables. But the actual values of Pearson's coefficient of correlation is +0.8 and -0.5. These are the particular values of Pearson's coefficient. What are the uses? Okay, so one is the correlation is very useful to study the relationship between two different variables. It is very useful to study the correlationship between the two variables, and it is analyze the measuring the degree of relationship between the two variables. It is analyze the measuring of degree of relationship between the two different variables, and the coefficient correlation is a relative measure, and we can compare the relationship between the two different variables. Okay, the coefficient correlation is a relative measure, and we can compare the relationship between the two different variables. And also it is useful to calculate the relationship between variables can be verified and tested for the significance. It is also help to verified or tested for significance of particular variable. And next one, sampling error also calculated. Okay, sampling error also calculated, and this correlation is the basis of the concept of regression and ratio of variation. Okay, these are the uses about the correlation. Okay, we can see the example here. So calculate Pearson's correlation coefficient. These are the x values and these are the y values. So here the formula is sum sigma equals to sum dx into dy by under root sum dx square into dy square. Okay, so here we have to take different column and rows. So one we have to mention the x. Here first column we have to mention the x, and second one dx square. This is about x, and next y dy and dy square. This is about the y, and last one dx into dy. Okay, so here first one, so we have to write all the x values here, and here we have to mention all the y values here. So dx means what ma? X minus x bar. How can we find out the x bar? So here completely we have to calculate the all x values here. Okay, this is the total of x value, and how many number of items there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 120 by 8, how much it came? 15. Okay, so 15 is the x bar. Okay, so here in the we have to find out the dx through the x minus x bar. So x values is 12 and minus what is the y bar? 15. So 12 minus 15 means minus 3. Okay, so we have to do the same to all. So minus 3, so 18 minus 15 3, 16 minus 1, 16 minus 15 1, and 15 minus 15 0, 12 minus 15 minus 3, and 10 minus 15 minus 5, and 20 minus 15 5. Okay, next so here multiply the x value. 3 into 3 9, 3 3s are 9, 1 1s are 1, 0 0, 3 3s are 9 again, 5 5s are 25, 5 5s are 25. Okay, so 2 2s are 4. So then again we have to do the same. So we can find out the y bar. So what is the total here? 72 by 8. 8 9s are 72. So y bar equals to 9. So 6 minus 9 minus 3, and 10 minus 9 1. Okay, so we have to do the same for all. So again we have to multiply the y value. 3 3s are 9. Okay, so we have to mention the all values here. So then next we have to find out the dx into dy. So what is the dx value here? Minus 3. And what is the dy value? Minus 3. 3 3 is a 9. Dx dy value is 9. Okay, so dx value 3 and dy value is 1. 3 ones are 3. So we have to do the same for all. So finally we get 34. Dx dy value is 34. So next we can apply into the formula. So sum of dx, so here sum of dx dy value how much ma? 34 divided by what is the sum of dx square value ma? Sum of dx square value is 82 into dy square value is 22. It's we have to mention in the under root 82 into 22. So next 34 by, so we can find out the root 82 value. So root 82 9.05 into root 22 is 4.69. Okay, 9.05 into 4.69. So next we have to calculate the this value. 9.0 into 4.69 is 42.44 and it is the 34. So when we have to get these values, 0.80 plus 0.80 means the sigma equals to plus 0.80. It is the positive correlation. Okay, it's about the correlation. So here we can check again how to solve a regression problem. Okay, so all of you check the example once again. So this is the x, and this is the dx, and it's dx square, and it's y dy dy square, and dx into dy. So here in the first column we have to take the all x values. So 12, 18, 16, 15, 12, 10, 20, 17. Okay, so these all the values of x. Okay, so then next we have to take the y values. 6, okay, 10, 9, 8, 9, 8, 12, 10. Okay, these all are the y values. So here first we have to do the dx. So how can we do the dx means, here how can we find out the dx value means x minus x bar. Okay, so x bar means we have to calculate the all the x values by number of items. So here x values by number of items. Okay, so here we have to calculate the all the x values. So these all values is 120. Okay, so how many number of items are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so 120 by 8 we get 15. Okay, so x bar means 15, so dx means x minus x bar. Okay, so here first one, 12 minus 15, okay, minus 3, 18 minus 15, 3, 16 minus 15, 1, and 15 minus 15 it's 0, 12 minus 15 minus 3, 10 minus 15 minus 5, and 20 minus 15 5, 17 minus 15 here 2. So these all are the x values. Okay, dx square values means we have to multiply the this x value. So 3 3 is a 9, again 3 3 is a 9, 1 1 is a 1 0, and 3 3 is a 9, 5 5 is a 25, 5 5 is a 25, 2 2 is a 4. So we have to calculate here this x equals to, we have to first calculate the minus values, minus 5 minus 3 8, 3 minus 11, plus we have to calculate the plus values, 5 plus 2 7 plus 3 10 plus 1, so 11. So minus 11 plus 11 equals to 0. Okay, then we have to add these all x square values. So 9 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 25 plus 25 plus 4, so it's 82. Okay, so next dy. So what is the total y values? Okay, it's 72. Okay, so 72 number of items 8, so it's 9, 8 9 is 72. So means y bar is 9. So 6 minus 9 minus 3, and 10 minus 9 1, 9 minus 9 0, 8 minus 9 minus 1, and 9 minus 9 0, and minus 1, and 12 minus 9 it's 3, and 10 minus 9 it's 1. So we have to calculate the minus values, minus 3 minus 1 minus 1, so here minus 5. Again we have to calculate the plus values, 3 plus 1 4 plus 1 5, so it's 0. Okay, so now we have to calculate the y square value, that means this y value will be multiplied. So 3 3 is a 9, 1 ones are 1, 0, 1 ones are 1, 0, 1 ones are 1, 3 threes are 9, 1 ones are 1. Okay, so now we have to add these all values. 9 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 1. So here we get 22. It is the dy square value. So now it is the dx value and it is the dy value. So your dx into dy means minus 3 into minus 3. 3 3 is a 9. Okay, so next 3 into 1 3. Okay, next 1 into 0 it's a 0. Next 0 into 1 it's a 0. Next minus 3 into 0 it's a 0. Next 5 into 1. Okay, 5 into 1 it's a 5. Next 5 3 is a 15 and 2 ones are 2. Okay, so again we have to add all these values ma. So 9 plus 3 plus 5 plus 15 plus 2, here we get 34. Okay, so it is the dx value. Okay, it is the dy value, it is the dx into dy. Okay, so now we can write a formula. So sigma equals to d sum of dx into dy by under root sum of dx square into dy square. Okay, so sum of dx dy value how much ma? 34 by under root, what is the sum of dx square value? It's 82 into, so dy square value 22. Okay, so next we can find out the root 82 and root 22 values here. So 34 by how much ma root 82 value? It's 9.05 into root 22 means 4.69. Okay, so here 34 divided by, we can calculate these values. So here we get 42.44. Okay, so 34 divided by 42.44 means it's 0.80, means it is positive. Okay, so sigma equals to plus 0.80. Hence these two correlations means x and y, these two variables are positive correlation. So it is about the correlation. Okay, thank you.